It's a complicated story, but it's essentially a South African agent, as I say, resembling me, robbed this bank, was chased by bank staff, and then threw the money back, a rather odd thing to do for the police, for a rather odd thing to do for a thief. And I was then implicated afterwards, when I drove back past, even more bizarrely, past the pursuers who were taking the money back to the bank. I knew nothing about what had gone on and parked right next to them. And I was, the next thing I knew, I was arrested for something I didn't even know had happened. And it went for a 2-week trial in Britain's Old Bailey, the top criminal court in the land. I was acquitted, but it was very difficult and a horrible thing to have happen to me, because once the state of identification evidence at the time, it was since reformed, partly as a result of my case, which became very well known, that once somebody points the finger at you, it's very difficult to prove your innocence. If somebody says, that's him, once they've done that, it's very difficult to prove your innocence. And there were all sorts of bizarre things about it. Clearly, there was collaboration in the background between the South African Security Service, called BOSS, the Bureau of State Security at the time, and British intelligence, and evidence came out about that. And the police were anxious to convict me, as one of them told me whilst I was being held prior to my charge. He said, "You've caused a lot of trouble in your time with protests, and we're determined to make sure this sticks on you." So it was pretty transparent what their motivation was.